right, welcome. I'm
Hello.
Joy with High Vibes with Joy, and welcome to a virtual divinely channeled group experience. I have Andrea here, and thank you for joining, Andrea.
Thank you for having this.
Yes. So, we're going to split this up into three sections. First, we're going to have any questions about me channeling as a divine channel. If Andrea has any questions or if anybody else pops in who is supposed to be here, I'll give them access to pop in. And then any comments about anything I've posted on social media that I've channeled from Divine Source, or any comments about personal sessions. So that's the first section. The second section is we'll do a brief divinely channeled meditation. And the topic for that the divine gave me today is love for self on an unconditional level. And the third section is taking requests, a channeled topic. So I'll channel Divine Source on a request from Andrea. So, Andrea, do you have any questions about me channeling or about your experience as you've learned to channel, from what you've learned from what I've channeled in a personal session for you or for, the public on social media? Anything that you would like to share
Yeah,
or
I'll
question?
share. So I'll share that I really find the channel messages that you post on Facebook to be very helpful for me. Usually, and sometimes you say this too in the videos that you post, that like you're sharing to your personal experiences because they might help other people. And I do find that to be very true. Like usually most times what the things that you're going through and the things that the divine has you practicing on, I'm also experiencing. Sometimes it's really uncanny. And I'm like, whoa.
Nice.
So I really do appreciate your posts because they definitely do resonate and help a lot. And I'd recommend
I'm so
others to
glad.
follow you because you do post every day there. So yeah.
Very good. Yay. I'm so glad to hear that. And from what I've channeled is that I will attract like-minded individuals, and I will not attract everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. So that's wonderful. I love to hear that. And
Yes.
I post some vulnerable stuff about myself. And there's even been a couple where I'm like, I'll go into a session, I'll be like, yeah, I posted this, and I don't know. And I remember one time the divine was like, well, there's no reason to delete it, but you surely can if you are feeling discomfort about it. And
Mm,
but this is helping you to grow. And I'm like, okay.
yeah. Yeah, I do really value, I've noticed in people like sharing their personal, vulnerable things. It's really
Mhm.
precious, and everybody is experiencing those things, so I really value the bravery.
Oh, it's nice to not feel alone, right? Like it's
Yeah.
nice to be able to relate to somebody and see that they are practicing their vibration about this also, and rising up over contrast and falling and rising. And so, yeah, we're all doing it. We're all practicing. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
okay. Um, all right. And any questions at all, or um,
Yeah, I do have a question. So how do you normally deal with some of the like not so pleasant or polite feedback, comments and things that you get? Like, do you normally, like, do you have kind of like a set way to respond that's been provided to you by the divine, or do you kind of handle it on like a case by case basis? I'm just curious.
Great question.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting because a while back I always had 2 to 3 at once. People that were just really giving me a hard time on social media. So I'm on Facebook on my personal page and my professional page. So there's 2, and then I'm also on TikTok. With my personal page, people don't really give me as hard of a time. A lot of times they just unfriend me. I see my numbers going down.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, good, clear the way for more. On my business page, I do get trolls, as you would call them. So I, if it's just blatantly rude, I usually block. I've had to block somebody that I actually knew a while back, personally. And I was like, whoa, block immediately. I'm not even messing with that. And then, sometimes if I'm not totally sure, I'll just politely, respond and say, have a good day. But when they start getting ugly and it's obvious, I delete the comments sometimes. Sometimes I don't. And I always block. So I have so many blocked people on my Facebook page. And then on TikTok too. That took me a while to figure out how to block that. But yeah, and it's just people that, they're hiding behind a screen, and I don't need to take it personally because I don't even know them. And some people just like to, they're called disruptors. So they are valued as people. I don't mean to discredit them as individuals, but they're not a matchup for me, and I don't need to take the abuse. So bye. So that's usually, have you noticed like comments and stuff? Is that why you asked?
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, I don't.
I have gone
way
into
better than
sessions.
my initial response, like way that I would have responded. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need some tips because.
Yeah, I have gone into sessions a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, this person, and they're just, the divine is like, shut it down, no. So when you are responding, it is an energetic exchange, and there's no reason to waste that energy, when I can be, there's, it's not like they're asking for help, and so why expend my energy on that? To bring me down, because what we're thinking about and everything is what we're magnetizing back to us, so I'm not going to claim to be perfect by any means, but usually I just handle it quickly, swiftly delete or block.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
I have been told in my sessions there will always be at least one. And so there was a time where there was 2 or 3 all the time when I first started in the business. And then I hadn't had one in a long time. And I was like, oh, I forgot I have these. I'm like, oh yeah, we're back. And so it's all good. I just kind of know it's part of it. I've actually been forewarned about in the future some things that will occur, and I've just been prepared vibrationally. But yeah, I mean, the more known you are, the more people will, kind of get you. It's just part of the business, and that's okay.
Yeah.
There's so many more people that are helped by it, and that's, it's worth it. Yeah. Okay. So you feel good about that? Any more questions?
No.
Okay. All right, so I'll go ahead and connect in and we'll do a brief meditation on love for self on an unconditional level. Okay. I'll go ahead and connect in to Divine Source Energy for my highest good, for Andrea's highest good, and the highest good of everyone watching at all times. Okay, there's a lot of angels. We would like you each to mimic joy as she connected into her soul, her heart consciousness. Take some deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and allow yourself to disconnect here from your mind. You are sitting in a chair. You feel comfortable. And you've just been handed a newborn baby. This newborn baby is you. Notice your features. Notice how fragile you are. Notice how gentle you are being with newborn you. You are having an energetic exchange here. You love this newborn baby with no conditions attached. You love him or her as they are. Now you are merging energies here with this newborn baby who is you. You are allowing yourself to float here in this energetic exchange. What we would like to remind each of you of is how fragile you are at your age now. Just like the newborn, wee babe version of yourself. Treat yourself in a gentle fashion. There is no room here for harshness, for criticism. Rise above this. Show yourself grace. Be gentle with you. This is a practice that you can incorporate as often as needed to help you in the practicing of your vibration, in rising up, in feeling good. How you feel about yourself is what you are attracting into your physical experience. all of my dears, you are so very precious in our eyes, the Divine Creator. We are helping to transfer this vision onto each of you. Proclaim to yourself, I am deserving of feeling good. There is no earning this spot. I just am, because I am. Okay, so there are physical things that one can do. I'm seeing putting lotion in a gentle way on your skin. And as you're putting the lotion on your skin, you are feeling cared for. You are feeling special. The same way you would do this for newborn wee babe self. Okay. All right. How does that feel?
That felt great.
Good.
Very helpful practice.
Good. Very good. It felt good to me too.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to listen back to that because I don't retain it all when I'm channeling it. But I feel really good right now.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Ooh, all right. Well, do you have a request for a channeled topic?
Sure. So I guess this is kind of going off of one of your recent posts. I think you did it yesterday, but it was about like practicing alignment, um, and how your mood isn't affected by anything, circumstances or events. So I find for me, it's kind of like a mixed bag. Sometimes I'm pretty good at practicing my alignment, but then other times, like something even very small might happen, and my mood will tank and it'll be, I'll be low for like a day or more sometimes. So I don't know if I'm like missing a step in the beginning or something like I can do or add to my practice to kind of help me with that.
Okay. Okay, they first want to address your question. And then they will um, expand upon this. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Um, Thank you for your query, our dear Andrea. You are valued. Nothing has gone awry, amiss here with you personally. And for those who are peering in, observing upon this video, this channeled recording, you are each practicing your vibratory stance. So we want to come back here to address Andrea, the statement about what am I doing wrong? Okay, we would like you to take this and put it in a compressed state here and hold space for this. Okay. So you see here that what is in this compressed state that you are observing upon is not part of you. It is energy that you have been playing around here with. That is part of being in the physical. So it is not I do this. It is I have experienced this. I'm observing upon this. I'm holding space for this. I'm setting it to the side in a vibrational bubble, and I'm holding space for this here. So I see this as separate from me now. Okay. Okay, wait. First, they're checking in with you. How does that feel so far about separating that from yourself so it's not part of you?
That makes sense to me.
Okay. So this is part of rising up from what some can perceive as a failure or a mishap. So a mark against you. And so that is not the case here. It is like you, as a young child, and you were running on the sidewalk out of glee, and you slip and fall your knee. You slip and fall and scrape your knee. Well, you would not be shamed for this. A loving guardian would scoop you up and say, "Oh no, you are okay. Let's address this knee here," and try to make you feel better. So here you are holding space in the same manner to allow yourself to feel better. Okay. Now, the same way that we just practiced with you and those observing to hold space here for frustrations is what you can do in your daily life. So picture yourself as a small child and you're running on the sidewalk and you fall and scrape your knee. That can be superposed here for whenever you are feeling frustration with yourself or another. Remember, others are just players in your story. Some come to, what is this? They're showing me like this dust devil to turn things upside down, to push. So remember, everything here is an energetic exchange. So rather than feeling frustration towards this individual who is serving as a disruptor, let's focus on the energy here of the frustration. What is this triggering within you? Does this make you feel less valuable? Are you resonating with a time that you felt less valuable? And is this why this is getting under your skin? Is this why this is getting on your nerves? Hold space here for your feelings, first of all, and set it over here to the side. This is not to say that you will not extend boundaries with persons who are disruptors in your life. But when you are having an energetic exchange with these individuals, they are encouraged and they will continue here. Okay, they're putting a pin in this right here. They're coming back to you, Andrea. How does that feel? And do you need more clarification on any of that so far?
No, that feels good to me.
Okay. Now, what we are showing you here is how to deal with persons that are causing disruptions here. But the real question that we want to address here is balancing your vibration here. So, of course, we are instructing you to hold space for your feelings. About what has come up as of recent. Now, what we would also like you to do is this would be helpful if you do some journal work here and write out what resonated here with me. Why was I triggered? So maybe there is another instance or string of instances where you felt unappreciated or disvalued. And let's pull these out here because often they have been buried from years back, and you have not been able to recognize that you are holding on to these. So, in this disruption that this person instigated here, an energetic exchange with you, what this is doing is it is helping you to heal if you are willing to go through these steps here. For if somebody says something to you and you do not resonate with it, well, it is ludicrous, yes? It is like somebody being angry with you for drinking a yellow drink. Well, that is silly. You are not drinking a yellow drink. And what even is a yellow drink? What is this person even up to? This is nonsense. Do you see how it is not relatable? You do not resonate with it. Okay, they're going to use you as an example. So, let's see here. Does this make sense to you how you can use these situations as a healing mechanism?
Yes.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now they want to expand further. They're kind of moving this to a different angle. Okay. Now, it is not that, oh, I must always stay in happy mode. I can never be affected here. It is the goal here is to stay in an elevated mood and to feel happy, of course. But I am not going to disregard when things come up that need my attention. And this is why I'm holding space. I am not going to brush these under the rug because that is what has occurred here that you are helping to pull out. That is what you have been resonating with, which caused the trigger. And so, what we are doing is holding space, and you are allowing this to be transmuted. And so, they're saying there's a common phrase saying, let God give it to God. They're saying people will resonate with this. That is similar here to holding space, and it will be transmuted in divine timing and come back to you. in lessons learned. And this is how you are rising up over contrast. We want to thank you, Andrea, for bringing this up because this is a very relatable topic that the masses will benefit from. Let go, let God. Now they're saying
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, that's it.
Again,
Yeah.
that's saying, okay. And they're chuckling up here like, yes, yes, you got it. Okay. They're sending you so much love. I see your spine like straight, your posture. They're thanking you. Understand that this is available for all who are viewing upon this as well. Allow this energetic exchange. Okay. Still a lot of energy here, but they're kind of handing it to you. How does that feel?
Wonderful. That's exactly what I needed.
Good. Okay. So they're going to be expanding upon this for future. They're going to show it in like different perspectives. They're showing for future channelings that Joy will translate. So be on the lookout. Blog. Okay, so my blog, highvibeswithjoy.com. That's where I post everything that I post on social media. I transfer it to my blog. Okay, so they're telling you to check on the blog, everybody. That's so cute. Okay, very good. Okay, they're kind of over here now. All right, so I feel good about that. Do you feel good about that? Was there
Uh-huh.
anything else?
No, if you want to go longer, I have another question, but I have many, I wrote a list just in case to be prepared.
Yes, so they're opening it up for another question.
Oh, okay. Okay, so another question I had is so I don't know if you've ever had this feeling, but when you are thinking about things like your dreams, like aspirations, goals, like experiences that you want to have in your life, or when you see something that represents that, or you actually see that materialized in someone else outside of you, and you get like this pang of sadness or this ache in your heart. What is that, and why does that occur?
Mm, okay. Okay. As each is rising up over their fears and their doubts, they can become a little shaky in their vibration. It can seem scary. This is why it is important to connect in here with your soul and allow yourself to reset. So from here, you feel guided, you feel cared for, you feel protected. Do not discredit yourself for these human attributes, characteristics. Do not say, well, I'm not of a high vibration because I am stumbling. Stumbling is part of this. You are each practicing your vibratory stance. Do not discredit yourself. Flip this around and show yourself how proud you are of all of your accomplishments, your achievements thus far, even if it is only within the last hour. Did I feel appreciation in the last hour? Well, this helped me to raise my vibration. I am always practicing this. Each will dip their toes down into contrast. This is part of practicing one's vibration. They will rise back up and feel appreciation for how good it feels up here. Okay, there's something else here. Um, they want to go to you. Is there something here that wasn't addressed fully? Um, it looks like there's. Do you have a clarifying question they're asking?
I guess like where does um um like why do we sometimes feel that way when we're thinking about what it is that we desire and we feel, or if we see it, why do we feel that like sadness inside?
Okay, they're actually directing this to you. And we are going to give you the option here to pass if it is hitting a sore spot. For this is for the public eye, but you are a prime example of what the public would be inquiring about. Um, okay, so they're asking you, and remember you can pass. Do you feel left behind?
Left behind. Hmm. Um, I'm not sure. I've never even thought of that particular feeling before, being left behind.
Okay.
Um, but I can maybe see what they're asking, like, does it does it feel like it's not gonna happen to me? And maybe sometimes I do feel like that.
Yes. This is a common misperception for most are observers. So if you picture yourself looking at a fish tank, an aquarium, and you see you are watching or you are looking at social media. So you are on the outside observing what is on the inside, and you see that it is possible for everybody else. But what about me? So let's turn the tables here. What we are teaching here is you are the creator of your own reality. So if you want to say, I am the fish in the aquarium, or I am someone's on like a honeymoon in this tropical paradise, that is me. Well, of course, you know it is not you, but you are superimposing here. How does this feel? I'm in this tropical, beautiful destination here on my honeymoon. And allow yourself to feel your feet in the sand. Allow yourself to feel the loving embrace of your partner. This is one example here. Now, this is not jealousy per se. This is not wishing that you have it rather than the other, but you are playing a little game here. And this is how one creates. You are feeling the feelings of what you are allowing in, and you are having an energetic exchange with it. So, of course, fears and doubts will um, arise. And when they do not brush them under the rug or bury them deep within. Hold space for them like yourself running on a sidewalk as a small tot and you fall and scrape your knee. You are valued. It is okay that you are feeling these feelings of fear and doubt right now. We are holding space for these. You are safe. You are valued. You are loved as you are in this moment. It is self-talk here that you are doing, and you are creating your own reality. So you are having an energetic exchange here with yourself rising up, practicing your vibration. Okay, how does that feel?
Perfect.
Good. Okay.
Yeah,
Did that
that got it.
answer that little? Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're confirming this. Okay, you personally, you're going to shift here and you're going to see from a different perspective because you allowed yourself to have an energetic exchange with this experience. So continue practicing this. And for those in the public eye, same thing here. Okay, I'm actually channeling this for a personal conversation here with us, the Divine Creator, Divine Source Energy, the I Am. You may book a session with Joy. She will share this website platform with you. Okay. Woo! All right. So yeah, if anybody is interested in booking a session, highvibeswithjoy.com. And there's tons of free resources on there as well. So, okay, you feel good, Andrea?
I do. Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.